There's a message meant just for you, a message so powerful and personal that it feels like a letter from God, reaching you exactly when you need it most. Maybe you've been searching for answers, waiting for clarity, or hoping for a sign that everything will make sense. This moment isn't a coincidence. It's a divine appointment, a whisper from the universe, guiding you toward something you've longed to understand. Imagine standing before a door that has been locked for as long as you can remember. You've walked past it countless times, wondering what lies behind it. You may have even tried to open it before, only to find it firmly shut, as if waiting for the right moment. That moment is now. Today, something shifts. You are being handed a key, not just any key, but one designed specifically for you. As you take the key into your hand, feel its weight, its significance. This is not an ordinary object. It is a symbol of revelation, of truth that has been hidden from you until now. Everything you've questioned, every uncertainty you've carried, has led you to this moment. The door before you is not just any door. It leads to a space filled with answers, with knowledge meant only for you. The time has come to unlock what has been waiting. Super thanks is a powerful way to show gratitude for these messages. If this video touched your heart, send a super thanks now. The hesitation you feel is natural. What if what's behind this door changes everything? What if the truth is something you weren't prepared for? But deep down, you know the answers you seek are already within you. This key is simply a way to bring them into the light. You don't have to be afraid. What's inside is not random. It is exactly what you need to see, hear, and understand at this stage of your journey. The moment you turn the key, something powerful happens. The weight of uncertainty begins to lift, and clarity takes its place. The door creaks open, revealing a space you have always sensed, but never fully seen. It is not just a room. It is a reflection of the journey you have been on. Each object, each message within, speaks to something deep inside you. This is not a place of confusion. It is a place of truth, of long-awaited understanding. You may find memories resurfacing, connections becoming clear, or a realization dawning upon you like the first light of morning. Perhaps it is something you've been longing to hear, or maybe it's a truth you weren't expecting, but one that changes the way you see your life. Either way, you're no longer in the dark. You're stepping into a moment of pure clarity. The fog that once clouded your path is lifting, and the way forward is becoming clear. Your super thanks helps continue this mission, reaching more souls with divine truth. Don't hold back. Give as your heart calls you. If you are ready to embrace this truth, to walk forward without fear, know that you are not alone. There is a divine presence guiding you, ensuring that this revelation comes at the perfect time. You were meant to receive this message today. It is no accident that you are here, holding this key, standing before this open door. It is an invitation to step into a new understanding of who you are and where you are going. Type 111 in the comments if you are ready to accept this truth, to step forward into the light with faith and confidence. This is your moment. The key is in your hands, the door's open, and what lies ahead is meant just for you. For too long you've carried the weight of injustice, feeling like the wrongs done to you have gone unnoticed. You've wondered if those who caused harm will ever be held accountable, if the pain you endured will ever be acknowledged. But hear this: justice is not blind, and it is never forgotten. The universe is always listening, always watching, and the time for balance is drawing near. What has been done in the dark is being brought into the light, and those who believed they could act without consequences are about to face the truth. There was a man who lived as though he were untouchable. Everywhere he went, he left behind pain and confusion, manipulating and taking advantage of others without a second thought. He believed himself to be above justice, untouchable by consequences. His actions were calculated, his selfishness relentless, and for a while it seemed like he was getting away with it. No one stopped him. No one held him accountable. The people he hurt felt powerless, trapped in a cycle where their suffering was ignored. But justice is like a tide. It may seem slow, but it is unstoppable. Just when it seemed like this man would continue his path without repercussion, things started to shift. Small signs began to appear, cracks forming in the foundation of his deception. The harm he had caused was no longer hidden. The truth was beginning to surface. It started subtly at first, whispers of exposure, quiet reckonings that suggested his time of unchecked power was coming to an end. God loves a cheerful giver. Bless this channel with a super thanks, and let your offering be a testimony of faith. Then, the whispers grew louder. People who had once remained silent found their voices. The ones who had suffered in isolation realized they were not alone. What was once a scattered collection of individuals became a unified force, a powerful movement that refused to be ignored. One by one, stories emerged, each testimony another piece of the puzzle that exposed the full depth of his wrongdoing. The more people spoke up, the harder it became to overlook the truth. Justice has a way of correcting imbalances, of ensuring that no one can outrun the consequences of their actions forever. The very forces this man had once manipulated began turning against him. The lies he built his foundation on started to crumble. Every attempt to maintain control only led to more unraveling. The people he had hurt were no longer powerless. They were strong, and their unity became the very force that would bring him down. And so, justice moved forward, slow but certain, unstoppable in its approach. The scales that had once seemed tipped in his favor were now shifting, bringing back balance. What he had done to others, he now had to face himself. The same power he once abused was stripped away. He was no longer the one in control. The universe had spoken. Enough was enough. This is more than a story about one man. It is a reminder of a universal truth. No one is beyond justice. No action goes unseen, and no wrongdoing is forgotten. There is always a time of reckoning, a moment when the truth rises and justice prevails. If you have ever felt unseen, unheard, or ignored, know that your pain has not been in vain. Justice is on its way. The universe is aligning in your favor, and what was once unfairly taken from you will be restored. Type 555 in the comments if you believe in the power of truth and unity. Justice is not a matter of if, it is only a matter of when. And when that time comes, those who once felt invincible will finally have to answer for all they have done. There is a deeper message in all of this, one that goes beyond justice and retribution. It is a message of hope, resilience, and inner strength. No matter what you have faced, no matter how dark the road has seemed, you are not alone. Even in the moments when it felt like no one saw your pain, there was always a presence watching over you, guiding you towards something greater. Justice is not just about holding others accountable. It is about restoring what was broken, about healing and finding the strength to move forward. You may feel like you've been fighting an endless battle, waiting for justice to arrive, waiting for truth to be acknowledged. But know this, your journey does not end with justice. The true victory lies in your ability to rise beyond what has happened to you, to step into your power, and to embrace the life that still lies ahead. You are more than the pain you have endured. You are more than the challenges that tried to break you. You are a force of resilience, strength, and divine purpose. Even now there is light within you. It has been there all along, even in the darkest of times. That light is your guide, your source of strength. It is what has kept you going when everything felt impossible. It is the reason you are still here, still standing, still hoping for something more. And that hope is not in vain. Everything you have been through is shaping you for something greater. The struggles, the moments of doubt, the times you questioned whether you would ever find peace again, none of it has been wasted. You are being prepared for something beyond what you can see right now. Giving opens doors to more blessings. Let God see your heart. Support this message with super thanks. Trust in the divine timing of your life. Everything happens for a reason, even the things that feel unfair or impossible to understand. God is never late. He knows exactly when to act, exactly when to bring justice, exactly when to reveal the next step in your journey. Your role is not to force things to happen, but to have faith, to hold on, and to trust that the universe is working in your favor, even when you cannot yet see the full picture. Take a moment to reflect on the blessings in your life, even in the midst of challenges. Sometimes it is easy to focus on the pain, on the unanswered questions, on the weight of waiting. But there is still beauty here. There are still moments of grace, of love, of unexpected kindness. There is still a reason to keep moving forward. The trials you have faced do not define you. They strengthen you. They prepare you for what is coming next. And now, as you stand at this turning point, you are faced with a choice. You can let the past keep you bound, or you can step forward with faith, knowing that justice is coming, that healing is possible, and that your light will always be stronger than the darkness. You have everything you need within you to move forward. The universe is clearing the path. All you need to do is trust, believe, and take the next step. Type 111. In the comments, if you are ready to welcome new beginnings and positive change. Your journey is far from over. In fact, the best parts are still ahead. Justice will come, healing will follow, and through it all you will discover the strength that has always been within you. You are not alone. You are protected, and you are being guided toward something far greater than you ever imagined. Hold on to that truth. Let it carry you forward, and when the time is right, everything will fall into place exactly as it was meant to be. Keep your faith strong, keep your heart open, and trust, because the best is yet to come.